Previously on PeakD&D, we met Gus the Goblin. And he took them to the gates of the city and got them in. They were paying their way into the upper tiers of the city. And then they met Madame Zolta, the fortune teller. They had a couple of nice readings about their fates, and we let the cards sort of dictate a couple of things about the story. It went really well for Orin. And then found out that Didarian Otmar, Ravi's father, had chartered a ship and it went out into the abyssal sea down here, and that was kind of crazy. So gathering some information at the harbor masters, chartered a ship to follow him. As they exited the harbor master shop, they were stopped by guards and a goblin who said they had murdered our good friend Madame Zolta. On the shores of the abyssal sea in the Netherdark, you guys have just been leaving the harbor masters and heading to the docks when the goblin woman, who was the secretary of the fortune teller, is saying, "That's them, officer. That's the one that killed Madame Zolostra."
We were just there. We didn't kill
She sounds
anybody.
like a weight loss drug, but.
Yes, subcutaneous injection.
Ask our doctor about Zolostra.
Ask your doctor about Zolostra. Zenestra? I forget what her name was all of a sudden.
It's like pro epilogue.
So here we are. These she's got some of the earth kind of Myrmidon guardians coming at you guys. She has gathered, and remember, these are the dudes that pop out of the wall.
Also
they
paid
are
them too.
coming towards you and look like they're about to apprehend you, or perhaps not, assault you in some way. We don't know.
Who told you this?
I'm going to go ahead and roll initiative just in case this gets messy. So let's do that.
I will take that from you.
Ting, ding, ding, ding. That's all we get of those.
What'd you roll?
I'm going to roll it once.
Where are my initiative
18.
cards?
Are you sure?
Well, I rolled it on this side and then flipped it over. Should I roll it this side?
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
Where have the initiative cards gone?
Do me and Will have to switch
they're right.
spaces?
You're going to get fired.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone.
What? This is a beautiful gift that Van gave me.
And me.
I didn't realize they would be that dingy-dongy. So put them away.
Put him away. Put him away now.
This is why I don't love you. This is why we can't have nice things. All right. So here we are. And initiative.
Yep, I rolled. Without
What you got?
Tingy thing. 21.
21 is enough to beat. Ravi. And Julius, what'd you get?
I was distracted by the Tintin nabulation, so I got a 7.
All right. And
I'm supposed to go into the table.
and then Oren, what'd you get?
I was not distracted by it. It was a lovely sound. I got a 17. Inara, are
You're
you
going
there?
Inara, can you hear me? Inara, can you hear me? All right. That is the situation as it currently lies. Ravi, you are up. These dudes are coming at you. We'll say we're in rounds.
Do we know
we have not engaged in combat, though.
Do we know the goblin's name? Did we ever get her name?
You know that it was Gus's ex.
I do know that.
I bet she'd be real receptive to getting called that.
Her name is I don't know if we got it. I don't think we got it.
Okay.
I'm going to say we didn't get it.
The fuck? We didn't kill anybody.
Language.
Yes, you did. I guess she's in there too. Maybe she's an enemy.
Can I make an awareness/investigation check
You were the last people to see. Yeah. Go ahead and make me.
on her specifically to see if there's any I don't know, weird
Lies.
darkness shit going on.
A goblin who works for a fortune teller in the Netherdark. See if there's any magic on it. Go for it.
Yeah, like Shadow King type of magic.
Oh, okay.
Like mind,
Disadvantage
like
on
mind,
that roll.
Like mind controlled magic.
Yeah, disadvantage on that roll.
That's what I'm specific with.
Yep.
So, would have been good. Which one? Investigate Arcana? Which one would?
I would say that's an Arcana roll. Sure.
Investigation. They're both about
Yeah.
14.
14. I mean, she doesn't seem to be under any weird control. Like she just seems a little bit out of it. A little not out of it. She seems distraught, probably.
I don't think we've ever come across this in DC20, but is there a held action sort of situation? Or like I'm
You
going
can
to
move
do-
your initiative
Oh, is that
if you want to. Let me see. Let me open it up. And then, oh, Jesus Christ, come here. Damn rules.
Flaming chucks up Vortor.
Yeah. I was expecting you guys to like try to run away or something, but if you want to like talk about this and try to talk your way out of this, we can change the scenario here. That's totally fine.
Well, we're just being accused of murder here, Ben.
Yeah, no weapons have been drawn yet. We don't
Right.
know how this
We're
is
not-
going to
yeah.
go.
You do have a quick ticket out of town. Like you can go run to the docks and try to get on a boat if you want.
I thought he said he needed an hour to prepare.
He does need an hour
Or
to
did we
prepare.
tell him we needed an hour?
We definitely
No,
we
he
both
said-
we
yeah.
both wanted it.
It was a mutual hour.
Yeah, because we
I think
never
we paid him.
I don't know. We had
extra
two
for the
talking
hour.
episodes. I
did.
thought we needed a combat episode. That's
we
fine.
never
That's fine.
we never get to do things that we want to do because we never stay in places longer than
2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Well,
I'm staying.
First of
I'm
all,
finishing my coffee.
there we go.
Just sit down. No, take
I'm not
me to
going
jail.
anywhere. Civil disobedience.
Taking actions, advanced actions, reactions,
Start a revolution down here.
maneuvers.
It actually might be a really safe and just society.
I mean, one hit from the stone golem's giant
Axe.
Equipment.
axe.
I mean,
hammer.
he's just a fancy earth elemental.
Yeah, one of
With a
those
little bit of
might cause
intelligence.
us to start running.
Like, do they
It's possible.
talk? Like what?
But
Like,
They
what
didn't seem to talk. No, they did talk a little bit, but they said like 5 gold. Like that was about it.
Yeah.
they just ate
Yeah,
our
so
money.
what makes her your boss? Like, how does this work? What's happening right now?
It's,
are my
I'll give
rights?
you that information for free. She like went to tell
Yeah.
the town guards that they're the fucking problem.
Are they
And
the town guards? Or is
They
it
are like some of the guardians of they are like the
This is the
station
police
towns.
force. The police force are giant elementals.
Can I talk to your manager?
Can I?
like, do you know who I am?
Ravi, Karen,
Vision.
Atmar.
Hold on.
Ravi, Oli, Karen, Atmar.
Initiative. Ravi, Karen.
Oli.
Check. Counter DT. I'm just trying to see if you can move your thing. I just forget how to do that. Initiative check. Initiative order. Simultaneous. Delayed initiative. At any point during your turn, you can choose to permanently delay your initiative. To do so, you can choose a creature that you can see and go after them
Okay.
in the initiative order.
So just anyone can walk up to you guys and just say people are a problem.
Murderer! I just pointed a box.
I'll point at Gus.
Gus is not there. Gus
Oh.
was
Gus is
hanging out
X.
to party, right? He left you guys.
Technically, she
He
was
got-
the last one that ever saw her. We left.
Yes.
They don't.
I know.
They stop, but they. I don't know how much time they're going to take to explain this to you. That's the real problem.
Please explain the
Okay.
entire Netherworld judicial
Great.
system, please.
Yes.
What are our rights?
Um,
And where's the district attorney?
yeah. They say evidence provided.
No way.
Let's see it.
Dead body.
No.
That's it?
strangled.
Cool. I don't have the
Nunchucks.
nunchucks.
You know I don't even use these nunchucks.
True.
Do you have them on you?
Make an awareness check.
It's like they're like brand new.
I don't
Never
know.
been touched.
Well,
I'm
they've
guessing
been touched.
I'm guessing I don't now. Awareness 12.
12. You reach back for your nunchucks, and they are not there.
We don't even have any nunchucks.
They point to the symbol on your, robes, the Vortor, and that there's like an
Do you?
engraved thing. They
Stole my chucks, man. I don't know what to tell
the
you.
other one holds
Yeah,
up
so-
like a little evidence bag. There's some nunchucks in there that are Julius's nunchucks.
I doubt even his fingerprints are on them.
That's possibly
Then
true.
you're agreeing to come peaceably. Put down your weapons.
We don't even have.
You have my weapon.
What weapons do you see that we have?
All right, then they are going to attempt to restrain you and put you in some shackles.
We're doing Netherdark Law and Order. This is what we're doing.
This is the choice you have. Yes.
Fighting the town guards in the middle of town doesn't seem great.
You're on the edge of town, to be fair.
I mean, I feel ya, but like, what are the crowds?
We're just staring at each other and we're like,
making menacing faces.
Am I CC'd on this?
Yes, you have the ability that you can all now talk telepathically to each other.
Or
Group
has
chat.
entered group
You
chat.
guys do have telepathic group chat.
We do in two different ways. I don't know. Like, what are the people on the streets doing?
Is there a street?
There's people like out on the docks in the harbor. Like there's an active like harbor. People are loading ships and stuff.
Okay.
There's a few like small shops and stuff. Most of them are like warehouses and things at this end of town. And then the harbor master's shop was right here. You do see the very concerned face of the half orc gentleman who was helping you, and he's like literally clutching his pearls. And looking at your direction and just...
Oh yeah, I forgot.
The like harbor master dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he thought you were.
He's
He was-
very concerned for your
Yes,
well-being.
my
He was
safety.
smitten by you.
Yes. Well, Julius is
He's a persuasive guy.
he's a catch.
Yep. Yeah. So they're attempting to apprehend you. You can go along with it, and we will jump to.
We're
next
not. So
thing?
we're not in rounds at this
I mean,
point.
it's my turn. I'm just talking.
I think you have de-escalated the situation enough that their action would be to just restrain you.
All right. So then I would like to use 1 AP, 1 MP, or 2 AP, 1 MP, and 1 SP, using all the points.
Holy cow!
I know.
It's gotta be powerful.
No, it's just mind sense, and I'm going to read the thoughts of our accuser in the midst of this situation.
Gusina.
Yeah. So.
Her name is Brandy, by the way.
Oh, right on. Intelligence save, Brandy.
Intelligence save, right? I need to roll that
That's his
for her.
side chick. You're nothing but a side
Ex-girlfriend. Why is this all
Brandy.
fucky? I don't like it.
The liar.
Sit.
Goblin.
chick. Another
Let's see. That would be a 21 for her
For intelligence?
for intelligence save. Yeah.
Yep. Nope. That's better than what I got.
Yeah, she is difficult to read. She is very. You can infer that she is quite distraught. She looks like she's been crying goblin tears. I don't know what those look like.
Not
Probably jelly beans.
Not crocodile tears.
Not crocodile tears. She is. Yeah, I mean, she seems to be entirely genuine that she thinks you guys killed her employer.
Sure. She's also wicked smart.
She rolled very well.
So what? We fight these guys in the middle of broad Netherdark, or do we go with them and see how this plays
I don't know. Oren, will you be able to protect us if we're in jail?
They are actively binding your arms at this moment in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brass knuckles are concealable. If they're taking my other weapons, can I try
Shove
to
them up the poop chute. You're
can
ready to go.
Well, can I try to keep them concealed? not like that, but can I try to keep them
Yeah,
concealed?
you could try to like stick them on the inside of your breastplate. I don't know, wherever you have your hidey hole,
Yeah, we
your prison wallet, whatever you got, man.
just like just under the breastplate.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't do
well,
this.
I guess it's too late.
Can we?
You guys are they're being led away from the scene.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're taking you up to they're taking you back through up to it looks like the inner echelon
Trying to
there,
check
the
what are we
fifth
tied
tier.
with, like rope.
I invoke
Chains
my
and shackles.
my
These are
rights
anti-magic shackles. You cannot cast any spells
to
once these are on you.
examine
Go
the
ahead.
body.
Examine the body.
Yeah.
Due process. Active crime scene.
Yeah. I would like to go try to prove our innocence. We did not strangle or nunchuck this poor goblin fortune teller.
Garroted her,
Absolutely
essentially.
not.
We're being set up.
She was very helpful.
Interesting.
Is the goblin girl with us?
Would they let you do that? I don't know.
I don't know.
We arrested this guy.
Is she still in?
She's following them. She's like, lock him away. Just, we have to get justice for Zenestra.
So if I have my diadem on, did they take it off yet? And/or can I use it?
No. Well, once you're in these like bindings, they're
can't
sort
use
of
it.
you can't access magical items and such like that.
All right.
They have taken your immediate like weapons. So your rapier, your
Sure,
sword,
sure.
shield.
So
like,
what about
have
like
the best.
my mind
like that.
powers?
your claws? They took those.
Oh, I bet if you became a bear, you could probably burst out whatever.
Thanks.
I don't know. That would probably go over well. That'd be fine.
Probably fine.
Yeah. Give me a high or low, and a
Law and order.
straight
Due
up
process of
persuasion
law.
check, no
Other
bonuses.
dark style.
Hi.
High. Okay.
Law and order.
And then a persuasion check?
Yes. Gung gung. Law and order check.
Yeah, so like influence then, I guess that would be.
Yeah, I think you're just normal. What it would be for you normally.
Julius
What'd
doesn't fuck around. Natural 20.
Oh shit!
So
All right.
26.
Nice.
I just like
Yeah,
stroke
they're
out
like
a little bit.
they're like leading you. Is you guys are in sort of still in the third tier section of the
Mhm.
area, which is where she was.
Ask about our phone call.
So they stop at a small office on the way. And because they're kind of like, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Great.
Like this is nobody ever like does this. So they go in and then this elven man comes out again, sort of that gray purpley skin comes out, kind of drawn and a bit harried. You would see like kind of looks like hasn't really had a chance to change clothes in a few days, and just kind of a grizzled looking clerk type person. Not grizzled, but disheveled is what I meant to say. And he comes out and says, where
Hi,
is
I'm
he?
the district attorney.
He says, yes, a couple of, sounds like we have several upstart visitors coming through here. The magistrate has assigned me to this investigation.
I would never.
Excellent, sir. We've been accused of murder and we've been set up.
Several murderers trying to talk their way out.
Accused of murder and been set up.
The magistrate has been informed of the evidence against you, and the case is rather strong. This should be up, and
that's cool.
this should be open and closed in a matter of
We don't get to defend
moments.
ourselves. I
You
don't get to
certainly
see,
have that right.
Can we see the crime scene? Can we see how we've been set up? Can we see the little goblin hands that are around
Evidence?
the strangle marks around the neck?
Interesting. I didn't know you were forensics as well, but we will entertain your silly request.
I'm gonna look at.
Criminals always return to the scene of the crime, from what I have known. He sort of like tries to put himself together a little bit.
I'm gonna look at
This
Julius.
way, and he motions to the guards. And
I'm
they
gonna
sort of shove
I'm gonna look at Julius and just. And I'm gonna think.
It doesn't work like that.
pooped
Sir,
a little
excuse
bit.
me. I think he has to poop.
Yeah, I think we need to. Yeah.
Yes, the outhouses are down on the way. We'll stop. We'll stop
Do
at the
I have
themed
access
bathrooms.
to any of my mind powers, or have those been kiboshed with the?
I'd say your psionics work, like your telepathy and like.
Okay.
I would say like casting Psybolt probably would not work, but
Okay.
Is that a racial? That's a racial or a ancestry trait? No, that's a thing for being. Yeah, I would say like any of like active type of spell, but like passive spells and abilities would work. I would say,
Okay.
generally speaking. If you're, just let me know what you want to do.
Okay. I mean, I'm just curious if I can talk to my friends as we were walking, and
Great.
That's all.
Yeah, so you guys were in, let's see, how long has time elapsed here? We have been you were in the Harbor Masters for, let's say, half an hour, plus you walked over to the port section. So it's been about an hour since you were last there, right? And they have Another sort of like magistrate appointee comes out and starts walking with Brandy, and they sort of take her into the office for a formal statement about what she saw. The magistrate explains to you on the way that what happened, and basically the young goblin woman came and sought out town guards when she found the body of her employer. As you three were the last people to see her alive, we found you to be people of interests, and then when the murder weapon was displayed to the guards, they were instantly put into apprehend mode. So I do apologize for any inconvenience. Normally they are very thorough with their various permissions.
And what is the murder weapon?
The nunchucks that I believe
so I'm going to go in there and I'm going to see a bashed in goblin woman from nunchucks.
No, she wasn't a goblin woman. The fortune teller.
Okay.
Yeah, she was like a
bashed in elf fortune teller with nunchucks.
Yeah, she was elven because she was saying
she
all that
strangled by the
shit to you.
chucks?
She was a nether elf. Yes. You will see they were used as as a form of strangulation.
It's just the wrong way to use nunchucks.
Yes. It does seem a bit cumbersome, if you were to ask me. And they take you over. There's a like a crime scene set up outside of the little tent that you guys were in. There's like there's a gurney that's been in there taking like sketches of all the evidence. There's like a white chalk outline behind the desk that the table you guys sat at. He says, we were saving this for once the forensic department gets through with their thorough investigation, but as you have shown an interest in a legal process here, I am glad to show you the evidence that will be used against you in court. Of course, like as any shrewd fortune teller and or business person here in the city would know, she had an active crystal ball taking images of this. This again, I don't know why we're really entertaining this, but let me provide some elucidation on the conditions against you. And he grabs a crystal ball out of another evidence bag and like hits play, rewinds the last hour.
Sure.
So he shows you
Fast forward, the whole hour.
Yeah, he shows you an image of the three of you sitting at the table with doing the tarot card reading, and at that point, events start transpiring differently than you recall them doing. Oren jumps across the table, grabs this woman, and Julius grabs nunchucks and wraps them around her neck and seems to strangle her to death. And
crystal balls.
You two are both sort of holding them there, holding her while this happens. So you're all sort of involved in this.
So a crystal ball.
There's a little fast forwarding.
Hold on. Zoom in on, enhance on Julius. Enhance on his face.
Zoom?
Enhance on his face.
It just shows this angle. It's
Can't
not.
you like put your
enhance.
2 fingers and like make it bigger?
Oh, damn, you can. Yes, absolutely, you can.
Just for that, we should be like
enhance on his face.
Zip.
Beard or goatee?
His normal red beard. Yeah.
Okay, fast forward.
Then you see Brandy come in and freak the fuck out. She sees the nunchuck. She pulls them off of the neck and she's like shaking her and like, oh God, like they're silent. There's no voice. There's no voices in these recordings.
Are crystal balls? Do I know? Are these normal? Are these normal magical devices that I would be?
I mean, certain things can be enchanted to sort of like remember what this is sort of like a strange magical application of that. But yeah, crystal balls can like make a recording cameras. Essentially. Yeah, like that's probably something that would I be familiar with in magical shops and things like that. Like it would be pretty high end for the Empire, but like magic
just the type of magic
does exist.
Like am I
like
familiar with this?
Not in this like exacting of an application, but the idea of that, like you could record something, an image of somebody in a crystal ball to then be played later. Yeah, that's something that you.
I want to, if I can, do like an Arcana check or something, or investigation of like if I can tell like the magic has been tampered with after the fact.
Sure. Roll an Arcana check.
Hey. Probably not good enough though. 23.
23. That's a really good roll. You can tell that like that there's something off about. There's something different in the recording that from like the actual recording of what you guys remember, and then this other thing. It is really difficult to tell the difference, but you sort of like it's like slightly off. So what you're seeing is a crystal ball that was on the middle of the table, and you're seeing like a reflection, like what you would see looking at a crystal ball, like your own reflection in there. That's sort of like what it just plays. So everything's warped and distended and kind of weird. But you can like see it all happening in the crystal ball as a reflection. And it's like you guys, where you are at the moment where you got up, and which is in the moment when Orin jumps across the table, it's just like maybe got a millimeter off, like just slightly rotated, just slightly off. And it just strikes you as like, that's not almost imperceptible. Like you would have to be a pretty slick magical eye to see that.
So you slick magical eye.
Yeah.
You are.
Wait. Go back right there. See, right before Orin.
He moves.
Yeah. I love how you get out of your. We get out of our.
Yeah. Right before. Sorry, I'll put my hand. Sorry, I'm not actually free. But it's
okay. So guys, listen to me. Oh, sorry. Let me just have these back. Yeah.
No, like right. So when Orin is jumping over the table, right? The camera changes.
There. Yeah. He stops it.
Yeah. The perception. Right changes. Look really closely. Yeah. There's like one. It's just off.
He's like
someone tampered.
Sort of
with
like
this.
rotating it backwards, rolling it forward.
We're also on the heels of a very dangerous man with known Fae associates.
Also that.
And it has been widely regarded that Fae can act as imposters and doppelgangers to creatures from these planes. Clearly, these are Fae doppelgangers and a setup.
We came across them before.
Doppelgangers, you say?
Yes, I know it's confusing. I know that it is...
So this wasn't you?
No.
Getting a fortune-telling reading?
Oh, no, we were there.
If I was to consult these tarot cards we found, I wouldn't find your handprints on them.
We absolutely got the reading, but we left peaceably, said goodbye to Brandy, and then went on our way.
So you switched places with these doppelgangers?
I think...
What are you presupposing?
They switched places with us. I'm presupposing that people that looked like us came in and murdered this woman because she told us some things that those people didn't want us to know, and that this device has been tampered with. Clearly, there is a jump.
To put both of those, of us being there and them being there, they tied them together.
At the same time, like, why would we...
I do see what you're saying, that this does look a little... I don't know exactly how these things... I'm not a magical forensics artist, but I am.
Well, can we get one in here?
We will examine this crystal ball with great detail. Thank you for bringing it to our attention. We will certainly take that into consideration once the evidence has been brought together. If it has been tampered with, we will get to the bottom of it. We will find it.
Are we free to go?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
You've been arrested for allegedly murdering this poor woman.
Glad you finally used that word.
We're also guests here in your lands.
That doesn't particularly bode well for you. No one can vouch for your
Not true.
intentions. You have
Call
someone.
upon T. Barnabas Jones.
I call upon our good buddy Gus.
Also true. Gus, yeah. We have
an alibi.
Ex-boyfriend of Brandy.
I told him I never wanted to see him again.
We have
Well,
an
you're about
Get his
alibi.
ass out of here.
We have an alibi. We were with Gus.
Before and after.
Yeah. Although it is funny,
Well, she kind of
He
kicked him
wasn't in
out.
the room. Yeah, he was.
And he
No,
was
I
like,
know.
"I'm gonna go drink."
Right.
And I don't think you guys did. You see him afterwards? I don't remember. I don't think we did.
No, maybe.
Oh, I thought we did.
He kinda went
No,
out.
we
He's
took
like,
him-
"I'm gonna go over
I think-
here."
I thought he took us to the harbor. Maybe not.
Yeah, no, I think he did.
There was an inn. Was Gus part of the inn plans? Now I have to go back and look at the footage.
Crystal ball.
Crystal ball.
It's been tampered with. It's been tampered with.
It's been tampered with. You can't
believe
trust
it.
anything.
We
Can't
live in
trust
an
anything
age
in
of
those
disinformation.
things.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, we'll say that you knew where Gus was going, and maybe you guys. I think maybe you did meet up with him
I feel like he
afterwards.
did show
before
us where the harbor master. Yeah, because I think we were going to come drink down at the docks with him.
Yeah, that was part of what we had to do in our hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to go get a drink with Gus.
And there was the Deep Dragon Inn was the place that you got, but that might have been the harbor master that told you about that place. I think. Anyway, but we'll say it was Gus, and Gus was there, so Gus could be an alibi for you as well. Absolutely.
He also might be the one that set us up.
And then you have.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, at this point, it's been about an hour. Let's say, maybe Gus came to look for you guys, or they can go find him, and you sort of see under two more Earth Guardians. You see him being he's like, "Hey, leave me alone!" Oh wait, that wasn't his voice. Hey, leave me alone, you bastard! Son of a bitch, get out of my way!
He was Imperial
I had to
Gollum.
find it. He was Goblin Paterial. Yeah, he's like, "What the hell did you guys get into? This is ridiculous."
Dude, we got set up by your old lady.
Yeah.
What? Brandy? You bitch.
Yeah, I know.
This is why I never would have worked out with us. You gotta get cool with a lot
Now
of
we're getting
stuff
into
real
domestic
quick to roll with Gus. You gotta get cool with a lot of stuff real quick to roll with Gus.
So
What's happened?
Now it's turning into Jerry Springer.
Gus, do we need a lawyer? Do we need a lawyer?
Oh, are you guys in real trouble?
yeah, they accused us of murdering. The fortune teller died, man.
Why did you kill that fortune
We
teller?
didn't kill her. Fake creatures dressed as us killed her. You
What?
can see it in the frame, man.
This is bullshit.
I
man.
agree.
This is crazy.
I agree.
If the ball don't fit, you must quit.
He's been here before.
Is there audio on the?
No, it's just images.
Just images.
Uh,
Very
Do we-
easy to-
We can't go examine this room, even under lock and key. I'll happily go in there just to make sure there wasn't something you missed. I don't know. How much experience do you have with Fey shape changing creatures?
Not a whole lot, if I'm being completely honest.
Well, I
Fine.
appreciate-
Then we will.
I appreciate your complete honesty that you don't know how the device works and you don't know what Fey shape shifters do.
I don't have to. I'm just a magistrate bureaucrat. I am here to process you and make sure that these fine beings don't. That was my ring, my little ding donger.
It's safer and better there.
It's on the floor. I wasn't even playing with it. It just fell out of there.
I know.
What was he saying? Yeah, he said, I'm essentially here to make sure that these guys just don't kill you outright and you get some kind of fair treatment. Click clack, click clack, click clack. So
We want the evidence examined.
Do you represent us?
this, no.
Do we get someone?
It seems you're intent on representing yourselves.
Did we say that?
He did.
Sort.
Okay.
You're asking to be let loose in a crime scene where you are suspected of committing a crime. Do you realize how ridiculous that is?
Well,
We have
I mean,
we have
could be-
concluded
we
our
don't wanna-
investigation.
We don't want to be let loose. We just want under
Yeah, well,
supervision to look at it ourselves.
I suppose I will have to move my lunch appointment.
What about these guys? They can do it. I motion to the golems.
The other,
They can watch us.
They
Why
will
do you have
watch
to
you.
watch us?
yes, because they're not exactly the easiest to talk to, and they're very
No
easy to
shit.
confuse. They have a few settings. They do a lot of the dirty work that we don't want to do, like apprehend alleged criminals. Very well. You will be allowed 20 minutes inside. Our forensics team seems to have wrapped up their investigation. Any evidence has been documented. You will be provided a list of said items.
Excellent. I appreciate
And they
this
take off your
opportunity to defend ourselves.
any acts of violence or non-cooperation will be met with swift retaliation by my good friends here. And he motions up to the big guys, and they sort of go.
So we are free, but under supervision.
Yes.
Okay.
Any like offensive type magic spells will be met with swift retaliation.
Where is our stuff currently? Did we
It's,
see?
it's in like
A bag.
it's inside the myrmidons. Like they sort of like earth melded it into
Okay.
it.
Oh,
The ones that are coming with us too.
it's going to be gooey.
Yes, the ones that used it. And Gus is here as well. So there's 4 earth guards sort of posted on the 4 corners of this little tent place. You are now essentially alone inside the tent.
Great. Are we shackled with anti-magic?
No, you've been.
So-
Those are.
Yeah.
They're let go.
Perfect.
Free,
So
but under supervision.
I'm going to bless us, and then who's got the
100%.
best investigation
+5.
and guidance? Ravi. And
Guidance?
then I'm going to turn the lights all the way up bright. And, yeah. And then let's comb this crime scene and see if there's something they missed.
All right.
D8.
D8.
Yeah.
Did we see a body?
It was being taken out on a gurney kind of thing,
But we didn't
loaded
see
into a
it,
wagon.
see
No,
it.
they let you see it. There's definitely like a
Chain.
garrote type of situation. Chain marks on her neck. She's like dark purple now. It's like asphyxiation.
Great.
All of that lines up. She was definitely strangled to death. Whether or not it was with those nunchucks, those were found there as well.
I mean, it looks like.
Yeah, you can make those kinds of investigation rolls. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Oh, we've never done this before.
Let's say
Robbie.
the forensics team is outside, and the wagon is there. If you do want to examine the body, everyone will see you do that.
14.
A 14. Lights are up.
Inside the tent. Or the help was 7 though, so that got us to 14.
I mean, everything about the story adds up. Other than that you weren't there
Right.
when it happened. She was strangled to death. The only sign of that you can see with a 14 is like there's the tarot deck that's been absconded with for evidence. You can look at those things outside. They'll lay them out on a table for you to look at. As well, the crystal ball has been tampered with. You'd have to do a little bit of investigation on that specifically if you wanted to figure out
Is it in here?
how or what. It's available for you to look at. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to talk. I want to.
Yeah. You guys can like talk freely inside the tent for the 20 minutes you have. Or you can also mind talk. But you're just going to be like, to look at the evidence, they're going to be like keeping a very close eye on that shit. So you don't just like destroy it, I guess.
I mean, I don't know.
Be like,
Julius.
oh shit, it's caught on fire. Oh, this is
I'm
terrible.
curious if my
Oops, I dropped it.
if my fingerprints were found on the cards, because I didn't get a reading.
It's true.
I don't know if that actually helps, but I would,
I don't
just
know,
like
Julius. Like, I don't see everything. Kind of checks out, other than the fact that we weren't here. That footage was of some other people.
well, guidance. Go look at evidence then.
Guidance, go look at evidence.
Okay.
Why?
You can look at that's a good point that Julius brings up. You could look at the tarot deck and see if there's anything
Okay.
additional on that, because it would only have been your handprints, and her handprints. Those are the only, and maybe Brandy's or somebody who like works here.
And
but
anybody
Julius
who
did
came
not touch
before
the
us.
deck.
Correct. Tarot cards.
Okay.
Yeah, help.
Yeah, help.
Investigation.
Yes.
23.
23. There are 3. Well, let's see. There are 5 sets of handprints that have been documented. Like there's a little ledger that they were like, and they have falsely assumed
They don't have our
that all 3 of you have touched it. So you can see that like,
There's
wait,
5, so there should have been 3 from my knowledge, and maybe
Yeah.
Brandy's because she works here.
yeah, and you
And
can.
there's 5.
You all have not been processed yet, but there were 5 sets. They are assuming the fortune
match.
teller, the goblin, and the 2 of you, which is the only 4 that should have touched it, but there's a 5th set that touched the deck, and we know that Julius didn't touch the deck.
But in the video, did Julius get a reading?
No, because the first half of the video was us.
Yeah.
So
It's true up until the point you jumped across the table.
That's evidence
which was
for us.
What you guys remember being, you got up from the table
To
and
leave.
and left. Yeah.
So that's evidence for us.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
equates with that evidence they actually do have.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys could
Yeah, and
could point that out and say this person is the murderer. This 5th person,
Especially
because you didn't touch the deck.
those prints are found on, if there's 2 sets of prints on the nunchucks, and one of the prints from the tarot deck matches the nunchucks.
And if those prints don't match yours.
Correct.
I don't know if we want to be processed here, but yeah, that's fair.
Well, I mean,
Sure.
like, what
so
choice?
you could examine the nunchucks next if you want.
Nunchucks?
All right, make a roll.
I can't guidance. I don't know.
I'll-
Keep going with guidance.
I'll look with you.
You can walk back into the tent and guidance him. They wouldn't.
mean,
they probably wouldn't. Like it would
guidance
just look
isn't-
like you're saying a prayer or something over him. Like they wouldn't take that as
Let me take this back to my
offensive.
colleagues. Go back to the tent.
Yeah, I don't. You could probably do that. Like you're sort of helping him and like
Okay.
blessing him with like
Oh, bless
magic
you, I
that.
haven't really done
So there.
That's only for like saves.
okay.
Oh, guidance is
Text,
versus
yeah.
bless. Sorry, I'm getting them confused.
You're cool.
I'll say yeah. You can do it if you
Great.
want. Yeah.
21.
21. Great. It does look like there has been, other than Julius, there is another set of handprints
nunchucks.
on there. Yeah, on the nunchuck. Someone
That were
else has
documented
touched
by
these, other than and the guards, the Earth guards, who like, well, Brandy's. Sorry, there's 3, I guess. So because Brandy touched it, because in the video she like picks it up and
Sure.
like, looks at it. So, so you have Brandy's, you have Julius, and then an unknown 3rd person who has touched it. That is a match for the 5th set on the tarot cards. Those 2 handprints,
They
match.
already did that.
Mitch,
They are just
Mitch, son of a
assuming
bitch.
they
Mitch, the
have
Fae
wrongly
the
made the
Fae Lord.
assumption that those are matching, that is Julius's handprints.
Oh, okay.
What else did they
So-
screw up in this investigation?
I'm gonna look at the crystal ball more carefully now. With that information that it did get tampered with somewhere.
Okay, yeah, you can take a look and see if you can figure out what the nature of that tampering
Is someone
is.
there? Like, is the magistrate there at all?
He went to lunch.
He went to lunch. I had lunch. No, he's there. Like there's a whole forensics team
Yeah.
of magical, like they're like the true people that if you wanted to be like, look, this has been tampered with, they would make a
now
note
that
of
I
it.
have the information with the chucks and the tarot cards, I want to like go frame by frame
Okay.
and be
Okay.
like, okay, see, look, Julius,
It jumps.
this
It's right there.
Julius didn't touch the tarot card deck. Like you can see that. Like I'll point that out and then be like, but there's 5 things on the tarot cards, but he never touched it when we were there. It was only me and her
Interesting.
and Oren and maybe Brandy. 'cause
I just
she
keep
works.
imagining that like MC Escher sketch of him holding the ball and drawing himself. Like that's what I keep. That's like what you see in the crystal ball. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
And
Anyway,
another
sorry.
thing, these staircases don't make sense.
yeah, they go up and then down, and then the other one comes out the other side.
Yeah.
It's like what? Oh, this is
That's
an
MC Escher
ocean
going
nightmare. This is a violation of workplace safety. These staircases, they're nonsensical.
There's no handrails.
Why are there staircases in a tent? What the hell? Okay,
Yeah, I want to go over that.
so that is
the
more
other-
of a persuasion roll, influence roll. I mean,
Okay. But yeah, I want to go over that. I want to point out the frame where
Okay.
it jumps.
let's do
then-
an or what did I have you roll the first time? Arcana, right?
Arcana for the
Yeah,
the
roll
frame.
another Arcana to sort of like, again, you need to convince them other than like, they're like, yeah, it shifts a little bit. They don't, you need to do a little
Yeah,
more
so
magical
my convincing
investigation.
number 1 is the tarot card.
Oh, okay.
That's
Then roll
number
that.
1.
Yeah, roll that roll
Like,
without.
'cause that
the-
hasn't been tampered with, and that checks out that we didn't touch the
there
tarot
is
cards.
in fact a 3rd or 4th person.
That you can see clearly Julius never touched it.
Fair.
Am I guidanced or not?
I mean, I would prefer. I mean, I cast it at once on you. You can use it wherever you want.
Is if you've used it,
Then it goes away.
then it goes
I
away.
believe.
And bless, and you'd have to cast it again to do it again.
Yeah, I can't.
You can only do it
Yeah, it's like one and done.
Okay.
Like, here's your
once it's
guidance
used, it's
for
gone.
But
this.
bless lets you add a d6. Is that right?
Just saves,
Oh, it's just saves.
not checks.
and attack rolls and stuff.
Attack
Oh, okay.
rolls, but
So not
what
ability.
we're-
Not what we are doing here.
Okay, so I think
Not that great at persuasion.
I think you've used guidance already.
Not that good at
So I think
influence.
I think it's just regular, straight.
I mean, I'm happy to do the talking when it comes to that time.
I think I rolled already. So.
All right, what'd you get?
Cool.
I mean, yeah, I rolled, so I don't know. Taking it back feels weird. I got a 9
9.
for influence for going over the first part of the thing and telling them that
Okay.
he didn't touch this, and there's 5 on the tarot.
Well,
cards. That
what
is-
you're saying is exactly what the video shows. He didn't touch the tarot deck. Somebody else did.
right?
His handprints are still on the murder weapon.
Well, you don't know
It was
that.
stolen from me. Obviously, my handprints are on the weapon.
No, the problem
Interesting.
here is
There's another set of handprints on the weapon, and I bet those match the 5th set on the tarot cards.
that's another person of interest that you should be going to go find.
Make an influence roll.
Yes, thank you.
19.
19.
Better than 11. 9, I mean.
The evidence just points to another accomplice. But be rest assured, our guards are on the lookout for any other suspicious characters that may have been helping you in this.
Are we
We will take this
guilty until proven it? Like, how does... Why are you so hell-bent against us?
The evidence does point. We have solid crystal evidence, crystal ball recordings of these events. Whether or not that will be admitted into court is entirely up to the magistrate. But
Are you well versed in magic and how these crystal balls work?
one of the forensics team guys says, yeah, I've been doing this like 50 years, kid.
Sick. Well, did you see that there's like a very tiny, like it's been tampered with? I noticed it when we were looking over.
There's a slight discrepancy in the
Yeah.
angle. Maybe someone
Correct.
touched it. Happens all the time, kid. Look,
Right.
and he shows you right there, and it's like there is like you one of you guys was reaching across for the tarot deck at the time, and it was like as you guys were jumping across, it's like, look, you bumped it right there.
But we didn't bump that. That was the other people. That was the Fey people that are taking us, that are doppelganging us to do this.
So fey creatures suddenly appeared where you guys were sitting,
Correct.
Yeah, and I'm going to go inside and prove it.
Right.
And I would like to go into...
and you didn't
the tent.
see these creatures jump across the table.
No, because
At
they-
what point exactly in this story am I supposed to believe you instantly switched places with somebody else?
No,
I'm about to punch this guy.
Unless you're saying.
because we
So
left.
what are you exactly positing here?
We left.
The devil
Fey-
made me do it?
The
What is
Fey
this?
creatures came in after us, and after they
They never leave. No one leaves
no,
here.
but this happens, and then they spliced both of them together in the crystal ball.
So you're saying the footage is fake.
no, I'm saying the
You're
footage.
saying
Deep fakes.
you're saying. Okay, I'm just trying to understand what you're
both the
saying.
footages are true,
kid.
but
No, both the footages are not true.
But they cut it in half and put them together, so it looks like we are the ones who did it, but it's really the people who came in after us.
Okay. You're arguing two different things here. Do you realize that? You're saying that there's fey creatures that were posing as you, but you're not denying that it's you in the footage. And at some point you switched. If you're saying that this is illusory footage, that this has been replaced, some original crystal ball recording, and has been placed over this footage, that's an entirely different thing.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
If you're saying you suddenly switched places with somebody, that's
No.
entirely ludicrous.
they took their footage of their session with what's her face,
Yeah,
Zatora or whatever her name is,
Zenestra.
Zenestra.
I don't think that's her name, but that's what it started with a Z. That's all I
Zatora.
remember.
They
It's Zenestra
took
now.
that footage and put it over the end of our footage, so it looks like both happened at the same time. But it's two different instances, but they copy pasted it onto
Okay,
it.
make
there-
another influence check.
Are there any shadows or clocks or
Yeah.
anything else that
Make
that
an
has
investigation
moved?
check. You can check
in
this
the-
out.
in the footage. Yeah, that's a fair point. Jesus.
9.
Okay.
Influence Well,
A
that's
9
good.
on the investigation check. I mean, you can't see the point that Ravi's pointing to it. You can barely. You like it looks the same to you. It looks like it actually
did it. It looks like we did it, Ravi.
Shut up!
Maybe we just don't remember. Admission. He said it. He said he did it. That's a confession. That's legal.
That was a 6.
A 6.
Dear Lord.
They're not buying it. They're like you're just nitpicking. Like this is not.
Maybe you should go to
We will
magic
have the
school.
footage. We will have this crystal ball examined thoroughly.
Well, look for Fae stuff.
Fey magics, yes. You realize that every elf in this realm and above is descended from Fey creatures, yes?
Cool.
You realize Fey magic and elf magic look very similar.
Sweet.
I buy what you're saying, yes. Somebody switched places with you and did the murder.
Did the murder.
I would like to go
We'll
back.
see how well that holds up when the magistrate is ready for you.
During all this, I would like to be looking around the tent for just like creatures bamfing in or some point of ingress, egress.
Okay.
How they may have gotten in without Brandy seeing.
You can feel a taste of a whole city bamping, so maybe you.
Yeah. I guess that would be. Call it make it just an investigation check. Start there.
I got a 14 on investigation.
14 on investigation.
Because, like, I know we didn't do it. Like, I know other people
absolutely.
got
Yeah,
here
100%.
somehow.
I think. Yeah, you with a 14, you left out the front.
Yeah.
There was you could look at the video, but there was at least a few minutes in there before Brandy went back to check on her.
Yeah, and she never saw us leave.
She
Or
she
did.
saw you guys leave.
Yeah.
She assumed that you guys killed her and then walked out. She didn't go back there because there was no reason for her to until she was like, it's been a minute. I didn't normally she, comes out or whatever.
Yeah, we have no idea what actually happened. But
So there is so you're thinking about this and you're like, okay, it would have been after we left, before she went back there. So somebody got in and not through the front because there was the last
Would have
person to
seen
be
them.
there. So yeah, so you start to investigate around the edge of the tent, looking for
like
magical
ceiling,
things.
like
You
floor.
see there are some arcane wards. You'd have to ask a magic user, a little different than your kind of magic, your flavor. That this would prevent somebody from breaking the space she has constructed here for her prognostications and magics.
It's her warding.
Yeah, there's like some kind of arcane wards, and with a little bit of asking Ravi, this is that probably would have prevented anyone from magically entering the space. But you do notice there's where the two flaps of the tent, the sides of the tent are laced together.
yeah,
One side is a little looser than the other one. It would take a better roll to
it's a tent.
find out more about it. But yeah,
Somebody could have easily
maybe it looks like it's all laced up. There's no
cut their way in.
yeah. I mean, it's
or
rather
out.
dark in here, so it just
Yeah.
looks like. I mean, it's bright inside, but there's no daylight is not pouring in.
Sure.
Here. But,
Yeah, well, and I would like to go investigate the outside of that tent and
Okay.
see from that side.
yeah, make
what
me
it
an
looks like.
investigation check with advantage, as you are now sort of on the trail of something. You're like, wait a minute, that corner looks weird.
15.
15, a little bit better. It definitely looks like
Getting warmer.
there was this part of the tent. The two sides are laced together. It is at about 3 feet, 3.5, maybe 2.5 feet above. It's just the lacing looks a little different.
Okay.
And you can see sort of the trace of magic, the arcane ward on the other side that was not broken by any magical means.
Yeah.
You can stick your hand in there and you realize that does not break the ward. So physical entry
Yeah.
is not
Out of the question.
circumvented.
And
yes.
3 feet goblins are about 3 feet tall, or
Yeah, goblins are 3.5
Yeah.
feet tall.
okay.
3 feet goblins. Or
Yeah, so
Creepy
that is starting
goblins
to
are,
look like maybe somebody snuck in the back here.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't know how they tampered with the footage, and I mean, they could have stolen my nunchucks. I don't pay a lot of attention.
Something. It doesn't.
So-
Not necessarily a goblin. You don't know.
I just walk in while you're investigating. I can't talk to that guy, man. He has no idea what the fuck I'm talking
He's a
about.
dick.
Cool, I'll handle it.
These are hardcore city cops.
And I'm like, all right, come
Come,
on,
come.
hardcore city cop, walk with me for a second.
Very well.
Great. So I take him around the back. I'm like, all right, check out that stitching there compared to that stitching and that stitching and that stitching and that stitching.
Okay.
Get all the stitching.
Yeah, at about 3 feet, you notice that it gets a little
Looser.
funky there, to say the
Certainly,
least.
but it's not gone. It hasn't been cut.
Now
It
check this
hasn't-
out. You know there's a ward in there, right, to prevent the travel of like...
Yes, we documented the magical
Oh.
wards. So
oh, wow, this is weird. Look, it didn't break. It's all fine. I could crawl right in there if you wanted me to.
yes, that's how magic works. It prevents magic. This guy.
Was
You-
Badge say Mitch?
You would have to unlace the entirety of the even 2 feet or whatever you're from the loose point in the stitching, and you would unlace it, sneak in, kill somebody, sneak out, lace it back up,
Sounds like you did it.
and then I'm just going along with your line of questioning here.
This
your
is my thought.
logic,
And then tamper with the footage.
all while committing a murder while there's 3 people standing by getting a
No, we
reading.
left. We
That's
left.
not what the footage shows.
Yeah, well, when you discover it's been tampered with, when you discover whatever
The crystal ball was recording after you committed the murder and left. You realize that, yes?
illusory
The next person to enter was Brandy.
footage.
Oh, here's the illusory footage again. Okay. I'm listening.
The illusory footage defense.
Fair. Okay. I'm with you.
We should have just killed the rock guys. We should
Still
have just
can.
killed the rock
Still
guys.
can.
No,
Just
there's a
kill
bunch
'em.
more people now.
Now you're a
and
lot
we're like
further from
deeper
that
in
boat.
city. Yeah, we have no way to exit or run.
I still have my brass knuckles.
Great.
Interesting.
Uh,
Very, very well.
so
Very
look,
well.
I'm telling you, man, there's all far-fetched, sure. Occam's razor, no, but you're gonna discover that there's a second set of prints
Right.
and somebody else killed this poor woman.
Okay. I
And
will
is
let you
running
make.
around town right now.
I will let you make an influence check, or what is better, investigation or influence for you? Probably influence.
Influence.
Make an influence check with advantage because you're starting to make some salient points here for this guy.
Someone's got somewhere.
24. All right.
24. He's like, all right, rabbit, all right. No, just thinking of those Bugs Bunny commercials. We're like,
Yeah.
okay.
Dude, like you saw from the footage, my prints are never on the cards. So you're going to find a second set of printage on these nunchucks, and then you're just going to match one that's on those cards, and that's the person who killed this poor woman.
And they might be on the flaps too. Yeah? The same
Valid
prints.
point. Valid point. Yeah, let's dust these.
Dust the tent.
Dust the flaps.
The other guy with his little like feather wand, like a little French
Yeah.
tickler comes up and like,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Are there any prints on the outside of this tent? Good sir or madam, depending on their.
She says, I don't know. I'll check it out.
Thanks.
How good is she at her job? Pretty good, I'd say. Says there's a third set on the lacing itself. Like she finds or another set that matches the other
Same.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, all right. All this proves is that you had an accomplice.
Are those prints? Can you discern the size or race or identity at all from those prints?
And you have a database?
Are those goblin prints?
Let me just get on the
Are,
interwebs.
are those goblin prints though?
They are not goblin prints. They seem
do you
to
know?
be. They are human, normal humanoid, my height, your height. They're not a small folk, let me say. Nor are they giant, beyond large. They are like somewhere between the height of 5 foot and 6'6".
Male or female?
They're fingerprints.
You don't know?
No.
Okay.
How do you tell that from fingerprint? Do you know?
No, you're the expert.
Yeah,
I thought.
that's not how fingerprints work.
I don't know how fingerprints work.
Why are we yelling?
Why are we yelling? Very well. We shall take
I don't
all
know
of
where I'm
this
talking
before
to
the
the ground.
magistrate, and you will have a chance to plead your case.
Oh God.
Okay.
We tried.
Very well.
But why, guys? Why are we being framed? Because she found out the information about Ravi? Why?
Someone else found out that she gave that information.
I don't know. Or
Yeah.
that like told us how to find his shady real dad. I don't know, man.
So someone's either trying to someone is trying to stop. Someone's trying to stop us.
Who mind controlled the entirety of the crew and tried to kill us?
Probably the
Right?
same
Is it
people.
the same? Is it the same? Yeah. Do we think it's the same people?
I don't
God, I
know.
hope so. I don't want it to be two different people.
But
Very
your
well.
dad is gone. It wasn't your dad. That he left.
Correct.
Like he always does.
Typical. Doesn't see my fencing matches. Never saw a single day. He was right
Up
here.
to save himself.
He was in Jorva.
But
He was there once.
The Fey creatures
Teaches me how to
have
ride
the
a bike
magic.
and leaves.
The Fey creatures have the magic for this kind of thing.
I mean, it could just be like an illusion. We just know that there was Fae impersonators. I don't know, man. I had to say something.
Yeah.
Could it be the time dragon?
No.
Who?
No, we know. Right?
Why would the time dragon?
Just weird time stuff. Could it have been us? It looked like us.
What? No. Do you?
I don't think so.
Nice. Nice. All
We
right.
look the same in the footage. He doesn't have the.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are escorted out. Your 20 minutes are up. You've made
No.
made some ingress here into this case to proving that you were not involved with this.
Thanks, Ben.
So that is all well and good. You are brought into the first tier, and to a rather fancy building, elaborately decorated with a lot of those same sort of like spiky decor, like a netherdark type of spiny decor. You're brought up to the top of this big tower. There's a big sort of foyer out front. You guys are, there's the Myrmidon guard, the big earth guards are on outside, and then they go into the inner chamber, which is apparently the magistrate's chamber. And you are currently alone in a long sort of foyer at the top of this tower, awaiting to be brought in to the magistrate's office.
Is this our
awaiting-
arraignment? Is this an arraignment?
I think that's what a hearing. I don't know. An arraignment. Yeah, sure. That's what this is.
Like the
You'll have a
initial-
chance to plead your case to the magistrate, and then sort of from there you can decide what exactly you're going to do. But if you wanted to talk amongst yourselves, just
we
giving
have
you
a
an
minute?
opportunity. Yeah, this is like your opportunity to go over your case with you in your brain parts, so nobody can hear you. But for the table, we'll talk out loud. Obviously, just can you imagine 5 minutes of us doing this?
What the hell is going on?
So we're talking brain speak. Everyone's on group chat. It's fine.
Except Will, because he's on Android.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like real life.
Yeah. So elsewhere in here, you assume is this at least the statement from Brandy, and Bob is your sort or Gus Boblin the Goblin. I don't know. That's where my brain was. But Gus is being held elsewhere to serve on your testify on your behalf as well.
Are we? We're just in a foyer?
Yeah, like a big antechamber
yeah.
outside of the main sort of magistrate's chamber where you'll be brought
Waiting
into.
to go to trial.
Yeah.
So this is
Not
cool.
in jail though.
This is fun. Not yet.
So much fun. Let's get our story straight. What's happening right now? What happened? So I think what happened, we went in and we left like we did.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else came in after us.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately after us.
I don't know how long after, but yeah, it must have been immediate.
I mean,
It seems like there's a 2-minute window, right? before Brandy comes back in. Unless the footage can't be trusted. The timeline can't be footage. The timeline can't.
The timeline cannot be footaged.
The timeline can't if the city cop was saying that 2 minutes. I think Brandy was saying 2 minutes.
It was a couple of minutes, 2 to 3 minutes at the most.
I mean,
After
so it
we left, after Brandy saw us leave, and then she goes in. There's a 2-minute kill window.
maybe 3 because of the actual footage of the killing. But yeah. So they come in. They look like us. Somehow.
Stitch in.
Or that's just like illusionary, and they just
Yeah, so
like
somebody
I don't know
killed them.
how.
And then they manipulated the crystal ball to show it like we killed them.
Yeah.
And came in and
They
out
left.
through the tent.
They stole my
You know,
nunchucks.
yeah, there's only one person because there's only one extra set of prints that aren't accounted for.
Yeah.
Was anything facing that area of the stitching? Was there like a storefront? Is that like back alley? Or
It's sort of like like back alley. It's on the,
So nobody
the
would
back
have,
side
like,
of the
seen
tent.
that.
Like it was
No,
between.
yeah.
There was another
There's a
like
street
you know.
camera somewhere that we can.
It's another backside of another building or a small
Mm-hmm.
array of tents back there. Enough room for any
Yeah. Somebody
person
stole
to get back there.
my nunchuck. Like
After,
specifically.
when we left, someone was supposed to grab it.
or before. Who knows how long they've had them? To be fair, it's not like I use them.
Yeah, that's true.
You should be free to go though, regardless. I jump over the table. He strangles
I think
him.
we were both holding him down.
You were both holding her.
Oh.
He was in the coppers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucked.
Yeah.
He had like flames in his
So-
hands. He
or
was
it's
like
like, or
threatening. It was
Julius
very.
so
It was at least criminal
we all just, like,
menacing
jump-
at the very least.
He did it.
so
So we throw him to the door.
we are on the tail of a dangerous person. I think that we have enemies who want to stop us from doing what we are doing. We have been harried and pursued
It's true.
all over
the world.
the world thus far, even down here. And then
And then evidence A, B, C, D.
sure.
But are we pulling the Shadow King defense? Like
Yes.
we're on a higher mission? Let us go?
No.
No.
Okay.
Because I think they're down with the Shadow. Like, I think the Shadow King's a good guy.
Oh,
here,
yeah.
Right? Because he founded the town, and it's like, if we're like, George Washington's after us.
Yeah. Yeah. Well then, I mean, if the crazy might just have to go crazy on this one.
We'll see.
I don't know, man.
Yes.
They're not too receptive to.
Did it seem
Logic.
like they were against us though, even the forensic team, or did they seem
Oh yeah.
unbiased?
No.
They don't like us.
Then who cares what
I mean,
the
they
evidence is?
just all thought that there was like, to them it was open and shut. You guys did it. You showed up to town. You killed the premier like fortune teller, soothsayer in this town, and they have no reason to believe you wouldn't do that at this point. They don't know you from anybody.
I would like to know why they think we did it.
Because of the evidence.
It's,
no,
it's
no,
really
no.
the crystal
Not
ball
how.
evidence of you guys
Not-
committing a murder
Not
that
how,
they're
not
thinking
how
you did
we
a murder.
it, but why? Why would we kill this person and
What's
then
the
just walk
motive?
around
What's
town?
the motive?
Yeah. So they'll have
You
to
could bring
tell
that
us,
up. You could bring it up.
Joy. And then just walk around thinking that
You
we would
guys
get
are
away
from
with
the
it?
upper realms. That like
We're
they
the night thing of
you like to
nightmares.
eat babies and stuff, according to them.
So we could play that up.
That we're here to eat their babies?
Or let us go. Or we
feel like-
will.
Or we're going to eat your babies?
Yeah, and then we do, and then you
I
turn into
don't-
a bear. They get all scared.
No.
They've never
no,
seen
no.
a bear.
I don't. Well, we don't know that.
This nonsense.
Now there's
okay.
a lot of supposition
fair
here
enough.
about what they have and
Yeah.
haven't seen.
I'm on plan B. I think you guys are better with plan A.
Okay.
Plan B is when we start going crazy.
Cool.
Oh, great. See, now we should have done that
We
by the
plead
boats.
insanity, Your Honor.
I wasn't ready. No, not plead. We just start punching.
Fair enough.
That's
All right.
plan B.
The main chamber doors open, and the big earth guards come out. They're made of that like same obsidian that this whole city seems to be made of, and they sort of motion you inside. And I need each of you to roll your fate die, just straight up D20 roll.
Crap. Where is it? I hit the red one, right? Yeah, that's Robin's.
Oh, it rattled around. 5.
5.
I rolled my fate die.
6.
6. Okay.
Great.
Come on, 7.
Lucky number 13.
13. Okay. That is 1 success and 2 fail, or just low and high,
You
essentially.
can call it failures. It's okay.
Failures. Sorry, I didn't want to say that. So you guys walk in, and there is an old, like a dark, again, that gray, sort of purpley, nether dark skin of all of these native nether dark creatures. A wizened old, looks like a dwarf, but kind of different. He has all kinds of. He has a big robe on. We'll put him here. We'll just pretend this is the chamber now in the place. These two dudes are outside. We'll do a little bit of setup here. You guys are over here. We're gonna move these guys out of the way so we can see. And off to the side in a little like stand, in a witness stand, you see Gus. And he says, "Oh, hey guys, what's going on? Good to see you, motherfuckers." And then as you look at this old magistrate of this nether dark city, he looks at you, and you can see like just entirely just black pupils and eyes in him, with and sort of the vein black growing out there. And he says, "I hate to interrupt this legal procession, but I thought it was time that we all had a little chat." This is very obviously a big booming echoey voice that you don't quite recognize, but it's certainly not this guy. It's not this guy's voice.
No.
This is perhaps somebody who wishes to parlay with you for all of the things you have. This is the voice, perhaps, of the Shadow King himself.